is the mindful eating exercise. We are basically going to use our 5 senses. So we've already placed the 3 raisins in front of ourselves on a clean surface. Thanks to my participants here this evening in the room. For those following at home, get a clean surface, a plate, and place 3 raisins on it. So, we're going to start with this sense of sight. Pick up one object. I'm going to refer to these as objects and not raisins.
Okay.
Because we don't know what they are. So pick up an object, examine it carefully. Imagine you were describing it to someone over the telephone. What would you say about its surface? What color is it? Is there more than one color?
Well, it's wrinkled and has an obvious spot where a stem was attached.
Wow.
And that's a little lighter in color than the rest of the object. The object I would call chocolate brown.
There's sort of like a bit of a reddish tint to it
Yeah,
almost.
maybe a little reddish, yeah.
Definitely wrinkly. It looks like a mini, tiny, like asteroid to me.
Okay. So these are some things to consider, and you can you're welcome to share some things out loud. You can also just think about it in your head as well. Is it well, just because for those following at home, we don't want to kind of be influencing others' experience. You know, but there's certain things to consider, like is it shiny, is it dull, or is it both? Which is kind of interesting with raisins. Are there lines on the surface? Are they wavy
Well, it has
or straight?
a texture a bit like a soft gummy bear with a dry surface to it. Dry, wrinkly surface.
Dried up gummy bear.
Dried up gummy bear. Yeah.
What happens when you hold the object up to the light? Can you see through it?
No.
Is there anything inside?
And some of the edges are a bit translucent, but
Yeah, mine actually does have some more translucent, lighter edges. So that's the sense of sight. The sense of touch, you can rub the object between your fingers.
It's a bit sticky.
squishy.
Squishy.
Anything else?
Well, the inside is much softer than the skin. There don't appear to be any kind of segments or partitions on the inside.
Is it wet or dry or sticky?
Well, it's a little bit sticky.
Mostly dry.
Mostly dry, though.
Is it thick or thin?
It feels like about 1/8 of an inch thick at the widest portions.
Is it stretchy or brittle?
It's not brittle.
I would say very slightly stretchy. Not much.
Not much.
Anything else that comes to mind about the way it feels?
It clearly has ends. One that appears to have had a stem on it, and the other one is just kind of the point.
Mine doesn't feel, I don't feel the stem thing.
Yeah,
so
the one I have in my hand doesn't have an obvious stem.
Doesn't have an obvious stem. Okay, let's move on to the sense of hearing. What does the object sound like? Raise it up to your ear, rub it between your fingers. What do you hear? Mine's kind of like squeaky or
A little
like
crackly almost.
crinkly, yeah, crackly.
Yeah, when you squish it. I didn't expect that. That's cool.
Move it to the other ear. Is it the same sound or a different one? Is it softer or louder?
I'm not hearing much sound.
It's quiet, but
It's very quiet. I think
little
most of the
crinkly.
noise is coming from my fingers.
Mm.
The stickiness.
Stickiness?
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
What about the sense of smell? Hold the object under your nose. Smells more than I was expecting. I didn't think it would smell at all. Is it sharp, acrid, bitter, oily, sweet, musty? Press down on one nostril to close it. Oh, that's hard to do with one hand. Smelling through one and then switch. Smell through the other.
It smells like prune juice.
Is there a difference between your nostrils? Prune juice, eh?
I'm not finding much smell.
Okay. The sense of... Maybe I've COVID. Ah! The sense of taste. Move the object to your mouth and try outlining your lips with it as if it were lipstick. That's kind of scratchy. Are there sensations inside the mouth as well as outside? How would you describe
You can
them?
feel the texture really with your lips.
Yeah, it's kind of catching on like my... Place the object in
But
your mouth.
It tastes sweet.
I
Even
haven't tasted mine yet.
just in your lips.
Place the object in your mouth. Don't bite down, but use your tongue to explore its surface. Try rolling it inside your mouth, pressing it against your gums, placing it under your tongue.
I think there's something wrong with mine. It tastes kind of papery.
Really? I find it hard to not want to bite down.
Mm-hmm.
Does the object stay firm? Does it soften or even seem to melt?
It rolls really easily in your mouth.
Now place the object between your back teeth on one side of your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Sense it resting between your molars. Are you aware of any intentions or impulses? Do you experience the urge to bite down? When you are ready, bite down and chew as slowly as you can, softly grinding the fruit between your teeth. Notice the flavors that are released. How would you describe them? If you'd never
a bit
tasted.
of sweetness in there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Continue chewing slowly until every bit of the object has disappeared. Preparing to swallow, notice the intention as it arises. As you swallow, notice if you can sense the movement at the back of your throat. And then as the object is going down your throat, are there any traces of the object left in your mouth? Is there still a taste present, though there is no object?
Yep.
Yeah, it's lingering.
Take time to be with whatever sensations, thoughts, or emotions may be present.
It gave off some nice aroma towards the end too.
Did it?
I can smell it as I was
Coming out of
swallowing.
your-
Yeah, it was good.
So that is step one, the guided mindful eating. We're all going to do that again just on our own without me guiding it. That's step two. So you're going to go deeper and kind of in your own world, just go through that same experience. And then step three or exercise 3 is just eating it like you normally would and noticing, like, do you just pop it in your mouth and chew right away? And are you just back to your normal hurry, scurry kind of not really thinking about what you're eating? And once you've finished your 3 raisins, you can kind of reflect on the experience and what you've learned about mindfulness.
Awesome.